Let us learn how to make a portrait with the help of a value drawing. So we have taken a A3 size paper along with charcoal powder and a mopping brush. With the help of mopping brush, I will start spreading the entire powder across the desired area where I want to do it. So once this is over, we will start the main structuring. So what you see it here today that I am slowly spreading across the area. It is all about how do you play with the values. Value means the light and darkness of the same color. Now, with the help of a needle eraser, I'll start structuring the areas where I have more highlighted places, the forehead, the eyes, and the nose, because we are not using any pencils. If you want, you can use your pencils also. Initial time, yes. So you have seen that I am using a needle eraser and I shape it like a pencil only so that I can have a very thin lines. So every time I'm drawing this needle eraser accumulating charcoal powders. So I reshape it and restructure a small pen like structure in the needle eraser and then I do it. Now, what is a needle eraser? Needle eraser is something which you can give any shape. It's like a uh, uh, maida dough. So you can give any shape. Now, what I'm doing is that I am referring to a image which is available in Pinterest, and I am drawing the highlighted areas where there are a lot of light is reflecting. Actually, there are a lot of sunlights are reflecting. Now you have to remember couple of things. One is that the needle eraser will capture charcoals and you have to keep on shifting the needle erasers and keep on giving it a new shape. Remember, the charcoal has a lower bonding with the paper. That's why after the drawing, we use fixative to fix the charcoal colors. So you have seen that we have started slowly giving it a shape. Now that the nose and the eyes is over, now we are working on the cheek part. Slowly, the mustache we will start working on, and then we'll work on the lips. Also, you see, as because it's a top view, you are unable to see it. My hands are not touching the paper, otherwise it will take away all the charcoals which you have put in. If you remember that from the basic structures, I would request that start spending more time, don't rush the process. If you keep on rushing the process, then you may do mistakes. Because okay, so the second question comes in that if I do a mistake in this kind of scenarios, what I do, you just again take the charcoal powder and put it on it, and then it will become another slate for you. So you can always do mistakes, but be vigilant, keep on assist your drawing every time you draw it. So once this is done, I'm slowly started working on the beards. Now if you see that we have already gotten a little bit idea that the how the face will come. Now once this is done, we will start working on the ear part and the hairs. Once our ear is over and the collar part and little bit of shoulders, then we will have complete understanding. So see, we are highlighting the areas where we need more of a white. So it's just removing the charcoals from the paper. Now, had it been a graphite, it would have been a little difficult to remove it like this. As because it's a charcoal and charcoal has a weak bonding with the paper, it's very easy and very soft way you can remove it. Now, if you see that the sunlight is falling on the neck area and the ears, that's why too much white is visible. Now, once this is over, we will start working on the main part. So here you can use different uh, charcoal powders which has higher values. I do not have it and I wanted to use a single charcoal powder. That's why I would be using a General's soft charcoal pencil. With the help of charcoal pencil, I will start working on the eyes and eyelids and eyebrows so that it is visible, because with this kind of values it is very difficult. Now if you look at the value of the charcoal powder and the value of the pencil, there's a huge difference. That's why you can see. But always remember, whenever you are using the needle eraser or even the pencil, your pressure is very important than how much pressure you are giving it. Even if it is a graphite pencil, or even if it is a any other pencils or brush or something, your pressure is very important. So we generally initiate our pressure along with a very light pressure, and gently we start accumulating the values, and slowly we will increase the pressure, because once you put high pressure you cannot go back. So if you look at that, we have already created a values which is higher than the charcoal powder, and that's why you can see there is a depth which started popping out with the nose areas. Now this is where the mustache is going down, and we have the higher darkness in this area. We are slowly developing the darkness, little bit of beard, little bit hairs popping out from here. Now this area I need more darkness so that we can highlight the lighter parts or the more uh, exposure part. Now once this is done, we will start working on the beards a little bit, and slowly other parts like the rope which is been fit in the head, and slowly we will give it a structure. Now that you can see that this a rope like structure is there. Now this rope we will work on later. Now we have understood that this is the area which you have to poke in it. Now let's put a little bit of earring, because the earring has a shadow which is falling on the beard and the cheek area. And let us work on few of the highlighting area. So we have taken a mechanical eraser. Now in mechanical eraser, there are two sizes are available. I have taken a 5 mm size. With the help of 5 mm size, I am highlighting on the ears. Now remember with this that if you go with all pressure, it will start moving and you won't get the desired strokes. So you have to be very light, and at the same time you have to hold firm so that this rotatory movement doesn't make your lines haywire. So I'm being very cautious and slowly removing. What happens with the mechanical eraser, it can take out the maximum amount of charcoal and it gives the whitest values on the paper, creating a difference of values and creating a exposure. So we are playing with the exposure, we are playing with the values. And now I have taken one more 2.3 mm of erasers. Now this is much thinner eraser, but whenever I'm doing erasers, see this part came out, I needed a little bit charcoal, so I have given a little bit charcoal here. Now this will attract lot of charcoal on the eraser, so you have to keep on cleaning it. So once this is over, now we will start working on the hairs also. See, understand that this entire part is very important, that you highlight all the hairline, all the other areas which is highlighting. So this mechanical eraser will be a very handy for you. At the same time, you would be requiring different types of other erasers, like there are pen types of erasers are there. So you will have all these links together in the description. So once you finish watching it, please go to descriptions and you will find all the links of Amazon. You can check other companies also, whichever is suitable you can take it. So now if you look at, we have started making the hairlines, all the hairs which is exposed. And also you have seen that I have taken a sandpaper, and every time I'm having little bit charcoals on the tip of the erasers, I'm cleaning it so that I'm having a fresh one, and also the edges are little sharpened, because we are working with the hairs. We don't need very thick lines on the hairs on the beard. Now once this is over, we will also start working on the other part like eyelids and all. So see, this entire process of doing this portrait is how you're highlighting the highest or the brightest part, or how you're playing with the darkest part, and in between there are places of gray. Now The moment you start playing with the grays, you will understand that how you create the values. Now look at this, that I am taking out all the charcoals and creating a huge brightness in the painting. Now you see that already it has become brighter, but we need more places. Like these are the wrinkles which is very much visible, so I wanted this wrinkle to be more brighter. So we will start working on it. And every time you work, you will see that your values are changing because overall painting values are changing. So you have to keep on working on same place again and again, go back and check the values, go back and check the values. And also I suggest that you, during the painting, you step back, stop, step back, and again do it. Now see that with the help of needle erasers, I am taking a little bit of values. So as I said that there is a gap between two values, the extreme dark and the extreme bright. So I needed to clear and create some reflections of which we are getting it on the cheek areas or on the forehead. So once this is over, now see that with the help of this needle eraser, I'm creating a lot of brightness. Immediately you see that enter part looking much brighter because this enter side looks like this. So this way you can make a portrait with the help of value drawing.